Lionel Messi leaves the football world in awe once again. Lamine Yamal has delivered a surprising message about the Argentine legend, while also sharing his thoughts on Julián Álvarez's rumored move to Barcelona. At the same time, Zlatan Ibrahimović has praised Messi's incredible performance, but didn't hold back when speaking about the rest of Argentina's squad. And later in this video, we'll reveal the touching gesture Messi made after breaking another historic World Cup milestone, along with Erling Haaland's honest reaction to Argentina's heavy dependence on their captain, ***. Before we begin, let us know your thoughts in the comments. How impressed were you by Argentina's latest performance? And do you think they can overcome Switzerland in the next round? If you enjoy following everything about Lionel Messi, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the latest updates. Let's start with Barcelona sensation Lamine Yamal. The young Spanish star recently spoke about the possibility of Julián Álvarez joining Barcelona, and his comments immediately caught the attention of football fans around the world. Álvarez has repeatedly been linked with a move to the Catalan club, and Yamal made it clear that he would be delighted to welcome the Argentine forward. According to Yamal, players of Álvarez's quality are always welcome in a team like Barcelona. He described the striker as someone whose style perfectly matches the club's philosophy and praised his intelligence, movement, and ability to make a difference in the final third. But Yamal didn't stop there. He also took a moment to admire the man who continues to dominate the headlines at this World Cup, Lionel Messi. Yamal admitted that everyone already knew Messi was one of the greatest players in football history. However, what the Argentine captain has produced during this tournament has exceeded even the highest expectations. Watching Messi perform at such an extraordinary level has amazed football fans across the globe, and Yamal confessed that he has been enjoying every minute of it. Seeing a player continue to shine on the biggest stage after achieving almost everything in the sport is something he considers truly special. Messi has once again become Argentina's driving force, leading his nation deep into the tournament with decisive goals, crucial assists, and the leadership that only a handful of footballers have ever shown. Yamal also reflected on the legends who inspired his own generation growing up. He mentioned both Neymar and Cristiano Ronaldo, explaining that they were role models throughout his childhood and expressing his respect for everything they have accomplished in football. While young stars continue to admire Messi from afar, one football icon believes the Argentine is carrying far too much responsibility. That man is Zlatan Ibrahimović. Following Argentina's dramatic comeback victory over Egypt, Ibrahimović praised Messi's determination but also delivered a strong warning about the rest of the team. Argentina found themselves in serious trouble after falling 2 goals behind. Their World Cup journey appeared to be slipping away, and elimination suddenly became a real possibility. Then everything changed. Messi stepped forward. His influence transformed the entire match. His leadership lifted the team, his composure inspired confidence, and Argentina slowly found their way back into the game before completing an unforgettable comeback. Speaking after the match, Ibrahimović said it felt as if Messi had flipped a switch the moment Argentina fell behind. From that point on, he became almost impossible to stop, playing with an intensity and determination that reminded everyone why he remains one of football's greatest competitors. According to Zlatan, trophies, records, and individual awards have never reduced Messi's hunger. Even after everything he has achieved, he continues to chase success with the same passion that defined him at the beginning of his career. But while Ibrahimović applauded Messi's heroic display, he also made it clear that Argentina cannot expect one player to rescue them every single time, and that criticism would soon be echoed by another football legend. That legend was Thierry Henry. Working alongside Ibrahimović during the post-match analysis, the former Arsenal and Barcelona striker couldn't hide his admiration for what Messi had just produced. Watching Argentina fight back from 2 goals down reminded Henry that some players simply refuse to accept defeat, and Messi once again proved he belongs in that rare category. Henry described the Argentine captain as a footballer who continues to surprise the world, even after spending more than 2 decades at the highest level. Every time people think they have seen the best version of Messi, he somehow finds another way to raise the standard. According to Henry, moments like these are what separate great players from true legends. Technical ability is important, but character under pressure is what defines history. He even compared Messi's career to a movie script that would seem unrealistic if it were shown on the big screen. If someone wrote this story years ago, Henry explained, most people would probably say it was exaggerated. But somehow, Messi keeps making the impossible look completely normal. Those words perfectly captured the feeling shared by millions of football fans around the world. Every World Cup creates unforgettable memories, but Messi seems determined to write another chapter that could become one of the greatest stories the tournament has ever witnessed. His influence goes far beyond goals. Throughout the competition, he has controlled the rhythm of matches, created opportunities for his teammates, and inspired confidence whenever Argentina faced difficult situations. Even when the pressure reaches its highest point, Messi appears remarkably calm, making the right decision when his country needs him the most. Following the dramatic victory over Egypt, Argentina secured a place in the quarterfinals, but nobody inside the squad believes the hardest part is over. The next challenge will be Switzerland. The European side earned their place after surviving an intense knockout battle, proving once again that every remaining team deserves its position at this stage of the tournament. Argentina understand there will be no easy matches from now on. Every mistake can end a World Cup dream. Every opportunity becomes more valuable, and every player will need to perform at their absolute best. Speaking after the victory, Messi admitted the match against Egypt tested the team's mentality more than anything else. He acknowledged how difficult it was to recover after falling 2 goals behind, but praised the spirit inside the dressing room. According to the captain, this Argentina squad has built its identity around resilience. No matter how complicated the situation becomes, every player continues fighting until the final whistle. That mentality has become one of the team's biggest strengths throughout the competition. Still, football analysts continue asking the same question. Can Argentina keep relying on Messi to deliver every decisive moment? It is a debate that has grown louder after each match. There is no doubt about Messi's brilliance, but winning a World Cup usually requires contributions from the entire squad. The knockout rounds only become more demanding. Opponents grow stronger. The pressure becomes heavier, and individual moments of magic become increasingly difficult to produce. If Argentina hope to defend their title, players across the pitch must continue stepping forward whenever the opportunity arrives. While attention remains focused on the upcoming quarterfinal, another incredible milestone has placed Messi's name at the center of football history once again. This time, it wasn't only Argentina celebrating. Even one of the greatest strikers ever to play the game responded with admiration after seeing his own World Cup record finally surpassed. That player was Miroslav Klose. And what happened between him and Messi after the record was broken became one of the most touching stories of the tournament. As Argentina celebrated another unforgettable victory, Lionel Messi quietly reached yet another milestone that will be remembered for generations. With his latest goals at the tournament, the Argentine captain added another remarkable chapter to an already legendary career, surpassing one of the World Cup's most respected scoring records. The previous mark belonged to German icon Miroslav Klose, a striker who spent years at the top of football's biggest stage. Instead of disappointment, Klose responded with pure admiration. He explained that records are made to be challenged, especially by players capable of producing greatness year after year. For him, there was no better person to inherit such an achievement than Messi. Soon after the historic moment, Argentina manager Lionel Scaloni helped arrange a conversation between the two football legends. What followed was a warm and respectful exchange that reflected the values shared by the greatest champions. Klose congratulated Messi for everything he had accomplished, while Messi thanked the German legend for inspiring generations of strikers with his incredible World Cup career. Before ending the conversation, Messi made a thoughtful promise. He told Klose that he would personally send him a signed Argentina shirt as a symbol of respect and appreciation. It was a simple gesture, but one that perfectly demonstrated the humility that has defined Messi throughout his career. Moments like these remind football fans that some of the sport's greatest stories happen away from the stadium lights. Respect between legends often leaves an even stronger impression than the records themselves. While tributes continued to arrive from former players around the world, another superstar was carefully watching Argentina's journey. This time, it was Erling Haaland. Although he remains one of Messi's biggest competitors in the race for individual honors, the Norwegian striker admitted that what he has witnessed during this World Cup deserves enormous respect. Haaland pointed to Argentina's dramatic comeback as the perfect example of Messi's influence. When the team needed inspiration the most, their captain accepted the responsibility without hesitation. According to Haaland, every striker understands the pressure of being expected to deliver in decisive moments. Scoring goals is never easy when millions of supporters expect you to rescue your team. But carrying that responsibility throughout an entire tournament is an even greater challenge. What impressed him most was not simply the number of goals Messi has scored, but the consistency of his performances despite his experience and age. Competing against younger players with endless energy, Messi continues to dictate matches through intelligence, composure, and flawless decision-making. For Haaland, that is what makes this World Cup so extraordinary. However, he also believes Argentina must avoid placing all of their hopes on one player. A championship-winning team requires contributions from every position. Defenders must stay organized. Midfielders must control the tempo. Forwards must finish their chances. If every difficult moment depends entirely on Messi, the path toward another World Cup title will only become more demanding. Even so, Haaland admitted that watching Messi perform on football's biggest stage has become an inspiration. Every match offers another lesson about leadership, determination, and the desire to keep improving regardless of age or previous success. That, he believes, is the true difference between great players and genuine legends. As Argentina now prepares for another huge test, one question continues to dominate conversations across the football world. Can Messi guide his country one step closer to another World Cup triumph? Or will the next challenge finally bring an end to this remarkable journey? The answer will come soon, but one thing is already certain. This tournament has once again reminded everyone why Lionel Messi's name will forever be remembered among the greatest players the game has ever seen. Now it's your turn. Do you believe Argentina has what it takes to lift the trophy once again? Can Messi continue producing magical performances in the knockout rounds? Or will another nation stop their dream? Share your prediction in the comments below. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest football updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.